Hello, welcome to the Metaphysical Journey. This is Michael. Happy Monday. This is the card reading of the day. I didn't have any new commenters after the last two, and I've read for them. So I'm just going to throw this out there for whoever needs to hear it. If you do want to make comments, please do. And if you don't want a card, just put NC or no card, and I will leave you off. The readings that I do on those are more basic information. They're never super in depth because there's not time really to go into that. So don't worry. If you leave a comment and you want a card, I'm not going to go into anyone's personal business at all. And I just don't do that anyway. So don't worry about that. For this reading, I was drawn to two decks. The first one is Into the Lonely Woods by Lucy Cavendish. Anytime this deck, I'm drawn to this one, it's like, this is going to be, there's something really deep and depressing going on. And I've told the story that when I first saw this deck, it's well over a year ago, I looked at it and I carried it around in the store for a while, and I just thought, I don't want to get that. It's too depressing. I don't need it. So I put it back. I was driving home, I was thinking about it, and I was like, it's too depressing. And it's like something said, you're missing the point. There's an energy there, and it's relevant. And so I went back the next day and I bought it. And sure enough, it has an energy. And this is one of the decks that really taught me about why card readers have so many different decks. It's because of the energy of each one. And when we work with our spirit team and they tell us to use a particular deck, after we use them a few times, we can pretty much tell where this is going to go. But there are images on those cards that speak volumes, and that's why we do that. So, Into the Lonely Woods. The second deck that I was drawn to is Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron-Reid. Beautiful. I love Colette Baron-Reid. She's just amazing. She's up there in my book with Doreen Virtue. Huge Doreen Virtue fan. Doreen, come back to us. The Into the Lonely Woods, the card that came up is Time to Move On. Now, here we go. Time to move on. We've heard this a lot, especially all of 2024 was a whole time of moving on, and now we're in 2025, and that continues. I wanted to get some clarification on this. It's like, is this from a situation, a person? What is this? And so the wisdom of the oracle helped. And I pulled the first card and I'm like, I still need more. So I pulled a second. The first card is Time for a Nap. All right. And the second card is All That Glitters. Now, this one right here really gives me a clearer picture on what we're talking about. So it's time to move on from something. We know from the first card what it says. And that's followed up for it's time for a nap. Now, when we take a nap, we take time out from whatever we're doing, all of the craziness around us, and we just sleep. Many times in those naps, what's just fascinating about this one, I love this, is that if you are facing a situation, you know the answer to it, and you take a nap, when you wake up, you have the answer. Has that ever happened to you? It happens to me all the time. So in that dream state, in that period of taking a nap, you are withdrawing from the world and you're connecting to your higher consciousness, the universal consciousness, all that's connected, and they can talk to you and give you information. Taking a nap also means it's time for a pause. It's time for a break. It's time to detach from whatever it is that your waking consciousness is keeping you so involved in, what's keeping you jazzed and jived up. And that's where the second one comes in, all that glitters. What it's time to move on from is very possibly for many of you are the things that you're focused on. All that glitters is not gold. We know that, yet it doesn't stop our pursuit of it. So there can be something in your life that you've been putting a lot of energy into, a lot of effort. Like I have to attain that. I have to have it. It's so important to me because it's sparkly, it's pretty. I must have it. And it's just not working out for you. It's not. It's a one-way energetic flow. All of your energy is going into it, and there is nothing coming back to you. And initially, when you started this process, relationship, partnership, dream, goal, whatever it is, you possibly went into it for the wrong reason. You were thinking of what you're going to get from it as far as sparkly. If I do that, I'll get recognition. If I do that, I'll get more followers. And if you figure that out, let me know. If I do this, I will have people like me. If I do this, maybe they'll love me. If I do this, if I do that. How many things in your life right now are you doing that with? You're giving, 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 and you're seeing that it's not as pretty as you once thought it was going to be. That relationship is not going to be the happily ever after. That dream job has become a nightmare. That project that you poured time and money into is just not paying off. That passion that you once felt about something has died. What do? It's time to take a nap. It's time just to say, I need to stop and recharge. That is not working. My waking reality sucks right now. I need to go into the dream state to escape that. And in that escapism, you get answers because you're seeing that the reality, what you thought was the reality of a situation, is a facade. It's fake. It's just glittery. When we look at our lives and how we choose to present ourselves every day, we choose to wear certain clothing because we want to project an image. We want people to believe that we're a certain type of person. We live in a certain location. We have a particular job. We have all these things that we do. They're all facades that we build around us. And sometimes what's glittering that is not gold is us. We have created this shell around ourselves that is blinged out to the max. So are our credit card bills, blinged out to the max to match that glittery facade that we have made. And it's not real. And we realize it's not real. And we realize that something has to change. I can't sustain this any longer. I'm going broke. I'm miserable. I'm unhappy. People don't like me. They think I'm superficial. They think. And that causes you to stop and rethink how you feel about yourself. So is the sparkly, glittery stuff that's not reality anymore with others, or is it with you? It's time to take a nap. Escape that external. Go inside the blingy castle that you've created, the fortress you've created for yourself. Go inside and look at the infrastructure. What's actually in there? Is it supporting all that external garbage that we've built up? And we all do this. This is a message for me too, as this is definitely turning out. We have created that and we cannot support it anymore. The support beams are starting to creak. They're starting to bend and bow because we just can't keep this up. There has to be a point where that changes. Either we change it willingly with purpose and intention, or eventually it crumbles. So it's time to move on. Move on from the life that you've created that's a facade. Move on into something that's authentic. Let the butterfly, and the butterfly is fresh from transformation. It's created something new and it's come down just to save you. And maybe it's your own butterfly that's going to carry you out of here, carry you away from whatever you're dealing with, transform into something new, break out of that shell that you have created for yourself, a shell that is encased with blingy things. things that catch other people's attention because you crave attention, or a shell that's made up of a lot of just different things that you want to project outward so that people will see you and have interest in you. If you project an image of having a lot of money, it's not going to take people long to realize that you don't. And if they are being attracted to you for the outward appearance you're putting on, that means they're not being attracted to you on the inside for who you really are. Get in touch with who you are. Take some time to go into that restful state, into the subconscious, and tap into everything and really do an assessment of who you are. What is your infrastructure? What are your support beams? Why are they there? Are they just to support an outward appearance? Or are they there to support you as you truly are authentically? I hope that resonated with you. It's your reading for the day. Thank you for following me on the metaphysical journey, and have a beautiful Monday. Bye.